Okay, that's 2 videos in a row now. I'm trying to prove something to someone. They said that I can't upload every day, but here's the standard I'm going to set myself for. I'm going to upload every day for a year. So this means next year, on April, I'm going to take a break on April 22nd of 2021. That's when I'm going to stop. But for now, let's get into our next topic. Yesterday, I talked about the state of 2K20 because, you know, that game's garbage. And this video is going to be another basketball topic. It's about the Wnba. If you don't know what the Wnba is, it's basically just the NBA, but instead of male players, it's women players. Now, I'm here to talk about how I think, well, not even I think, how I know the Wnba was a failure. Okay, so the first thing is, why isn't the Wnba as successful as the NBA? Okay, it's a common fact that the average female is, let's say, not less, the average female, okay. Oh my god, I'm about to do so much editing on this one. It's a common fact that the average female is less physically capable than the average male. They're also, let's say, less taller, maybe less built, just less athletic. Not to say that there are exceptions, not to say that there aren't any exceptions, but yes, the average female is less physically capable than the average male. And that's not sexist, that is straight facts. Now, if you compare an NBA, the average NBA player to the average Wnba player, you're gonna see that things start to take place. I'm pretty sure that the rim is 10 feet in the air from the ground up in both the NBA and the Wnba. So when you have Wnba players that are shorter than the average NBA players, and they're trying to go for dunks and layups, like 8 times out of 10, they're gonna miss that dunk or layup. I think I read somewhere that in the Wnba history, which is about, I think, 20 years or more, there's only been about 11 dunks. And I think 5 of them were by the same person. I'm sure there's someone out there in the NBA that dunked more in one game than any Wnba history. So, also, the ball, the normal basketball, the Spalding, the average size of a male hand is way bigger than the average size of a female's hand. So when the ball is the same shape and the same size, it's gonna be difficult for the Wnba player to dribble and control the ball and handle it. It's gonna be more difficult. And I think the problem is that these players do not want to admit that. And that's where it all starts, not admitting something, because they need to admit that there are some things that women can't do. There are some things that, there are some handicaps that women have to there are some handicaps that women have to deal with when it comes to basketball. But just because you can deal with it doesn't mean you have to, because there are several things that can, you know, there's several changes that can support the W. For example, lowering the rim. If you lower the rim in the WA game, I said WA. For example, lowering the rim. If you lower the rim in the Wnba game, I swear to God, if I see one of the Wnba players windmill dunk on another one, you won't think that I will tune into another Wnba game to watch. Here's the thing, what's the point of watching another league play if the other league is way more talented and physically capable than the other one. Nobody's gonna watch that other one. That's why I support Tracy McGrady's opinion on lowering the rim. Just so, like, let's say if like the average NBA player is like 6'5" and the rim is 10 foot tall. If the average WNBA player is like 6 foot or 5'9", they need to bring down the rim lower. They need to bring down the rim because they're gonna miss more layups. And if they attempt a dunk, then what are the odds that they're gonna miss? It's like higher than what it's gonna make. That's why there's only 11 dunks in WNBA history. Another thing, they need to decrease the ball size. That is gonna be a major factor. Decreasing the ball size, that's not a bad thing because it's gonna make them control the ball more. It's gonna make the ball more comfortable to have in the hand. They're gonna dribble faster. They're gonna start breaking ankles more. And if I see a WNBA player break another WNBA player's ankles, you don't think I'm not gonna watch the next game? Plus, one thing, they need to fix their logos because they have one of the most boring logos ever in the sports history, bro. Like, they look so boring and plain, bro. There's like no creativity involved in that. And the WNBA was a league based solely so that women can play basketball, which I don't think is a bad thing. But if that's your only motive in making an organization, then that's not going to do well. This is most likely true, but I'm pretty sure that most girls don't like basketball. So if your target demographic is girls, you're already damaged because most of them don't like basketball. There is a lot of girls out there that do like basketball, but the average female doesn't have any interest in basketball whatsoever, and that's not sexist, that's a fact. Anyway, the thing is, a lot of males do like basketball. A lot of males like basketball, football, soccer, all of that. And that's why the NBA is so successful. They're able to take that target demographic and then put that in their game so that people would want to watch the NBA. And that's why WNBA crowds are so just not ecstatic whatsoever, and they're not even filled all the way. If you compare an NBA game to a WNBA game and look at the crowd, the NBA game's crowd is gonna be more filled and excited and everything because it's a faster paced game. Everybody's on their own. They're all coordinating together and freaking dunking on each other and everything. And there's like a whole bunch of hostility in the room, and it just gets you pumped up. But that does not exist in the WNBA. So this is why they need to adjust what they're doing. I feel like I personally feel like WNBA can be a good organization. It's just that they're not taking the steps to do that. And you also have that debate that NBA players get paid more than WNBA players, which I feel like there is a big reason towards that. So say I'm the CEO of Nike, right? And I want to have a shoe brand deal with any basketball player out there. I'm going to make sure that basketball player is physically capable and is a loved basketball player out there. So if it was between an NBA player and a WNBA player, ask anyone, they're gonna say NBA player. Like, ask anyone, male, female, trans, I don't care. They're gonna say the NBA player is gonna get the shoe deal because they're just better. And it's just simple as that. I remember there's an example. Serena Williams is a female tennis player. And back then, before I was born, there was a Battle of the Sexes, male versus female tennis tournament. And Serena Williams could not even beat the 200th ranked male player in tennis. This is why sports are divided into male or female, because if you put them together, it is not going to be fair. And this is why male players in the NBA get paid more than WNBA players in the WNBA, because they're more talented. Not to say that WNBA players aren't talented. I'm pretty sure any WNBA player can drop me in a one-on-one or in a horse, everything, because I can't play basketball. I can't shoot. I stay in my garage and play 2K all day. So not to say that WNBA players aren't talented. They just aren't as talented as NBA players.